yogis, welcome to Aspire to Wellbeing with Yoga. My name's Alli, and today's class is going to be themed around intent, dedication and devotion. We'll be working towards a pose called anjayenasana, and this pose is depicted by a spiritual woman that embraces all of those qualities. So as we move through the yoga practice, we are also going to embody intent, dedication and devotion. There is a little story that goes with this pose and I will share it with you along the way. But before we begin, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. This will really help me to provide free yoga content out there for you and everybody else. I hope you love the class. Let's begin. Let's begin in child's pose, sitting the hips back on the heels, and with intention, dedication, and commitment to our breath to start with. Committing to full inhales and exhales of the same length. Today we'll be working towards a peak pose called anjayenasana. Anjayana was a spiritual woman who committed and dedicated herself to her practice. She stayed in this position, in this pose, that we'll be working towards today for many, many hours of many, many days, and many weeks and many months. Until one day the wind god noticed Anjayana's dedication to her practice, and he dropped a couple of seeds into her outstretched hands. She swallowed the seeds, and then soon after she became pregnant. And that was her intention, that was her whole purpose of her practice, her commitment to her practice. She wanted a baby. And she gave birth to Hanuman. And Hanuman is another story for another day. But for today, we are going to evoke the qualities of anjayenasana, commitment and dedication to every pose, to every step along our practice today. And then we'll layer on some movement as you come up onto all fours. We'll take an inhale into cow pose and then take exhale cat pose. Continue to take this move, taking the whole breath in for cow and the whole exhale for cat pose. And again, marrying the breath and the movement together. And from here, come all the way down onto the belly. Take the left hand out for open chest stretch. Keep the left ear on the earth. Make sure the left arm is at 90-degree angle, elbow in line with the shoulder, pushing the hands into the earth. And then release from that. We'll take it to the other side. Right arm out, 90-degree angle to your shoulder. Head down. And pressing the hand firmly down into the earth with the intention to open up through the front of the shoulder and the top of the chest. And then taking the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing all the way back into downward facing dog. Here, pedal out through the heels or take whatever intuitive movement your body is asking for. It might be bending and straightening the knees, might be a little twist side to side, or it could even be stillness. And then find some stillness, feel the length through the back body. And then walk the feet all the way up to the hands for a ragdoll. Bend the knees a lot so the ribs lay down on the thighs. The intention here is spinal decompression, to let the spine hang. You might like to take a rock side to side. Then drop the bind. If you have one, draw the belly in and slowly roll all the way up. Reach the arms to the sky. Take the hands to heart center, Samastitihi. And here, just take a pause. And perhaps you'd like to set an intention today for your practice. On the next inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, let's take chair pose, Utkatasana. Keep the feet parallel, sit the sitting bones back. Reach the arms around for a bind as you take Uttanasana. You can keep the knees soft here. And then next time you inhale, halfway lift. Step back into your chaturanga. First one on your knees, elbows point straight back all the way to the earth. As you inhale, coming up through cobra. As you exhale, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Then take the right leg to sky for three-legged dog. Tiger curl through the center, step the foot, cup the heel. Inhale into warrior one. Here, make sure that the back foot is grounded. Inhale, reach around, take a bind, lift the heart towards the heavens, and then lead with the heart as you fold, humble warrior. And press all the way up through the front heel, coming back through warrior one. And as you exhale, warrior two, you might shift the feet a little wider here. The ankles should be in line with the wrists. Check that the front knee is tracking the middle toe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach the right arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the earth, Chaturanga Dandasana, on knees or toes. Either take cobra or upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog with your breath out. Inhale to tippy toes, exhale, bend the knees, take no breath to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Rise up, inhale, reach the arms, chair pose as you exhale. Sitting down as deep as you can go with commitment and dedication. Reach the arms, bind the other way with your fingers, and then forward fold with the bind. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, release the arms. Lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Through your vinyasa, knees or toes. If you're on your toes, just come halfway down, upward dog, the thighs are lifted. Use your belly to pull you back into downward facing dog. Then take the left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Tiger curl, shifting the weight forward, step the left foot where the left hand is, cup the right heel to the earth, Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Draw the pubic bone up towards the navel. heart towards the sky. Once again, binding the hands the non-dominant way this time. And then leading with the heart, straight, strong spine, bowing over the legs, belly is lifted off the thigh and engaged. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. Ground down through the heels, hug the inner thighs in energetically like you're trying to pucker up the mat beneath you. The drishti or the eye gaze is over the front middle finger. And then Viparita Virabhadrasana. Big side body stretch, left arm to sky. Move through your version of the vinyasa, knees or toes. Fill the heart space with breath. Empty out what no longer serves your intention. Downward dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees to the top of the mat, no breath. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground down, rise up into chair pose, bum down. Inhale, bind, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You could try a little hop back if you like. Inhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Float the right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Tiger curl, exhale, warrior 1, inhale. Bind the arms with the breath out, open the heart here, and then lead with that space. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then move through a vinyasa. You can always skip the vinyasa if it no longer serves you. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees, top of mat, halfway lift. And then exhale, Uttanasana. Chair pose on the breath in. Bind. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Draw the shoulders back, opening the heart. Pressing hands firmly into the earth for downward dog. Left leg to sky, inhale. Tiger curl as you exhale, step the foot through. Virabhadrasana A, warrior 1 on your inhale. Take the bind, breath out. Inhale, open the heart, and then humble warrior, bow humbly over your body. Inhale, reach the arms to sky. Warrior 2, exhale. Reverse your warrior, and then move through your vinyasa. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And then again, chair pose. One more round each side. You know the sequence now. And so pay attention to your practice. Commit to every pose. Practice every posture with as much intention and dedication as you can. Remembering that the breath is there to support you in your practice, to support you in the poses. So keep that at the forefront of your practice. And even if you're noticing that there's poses that you no longer want to do, ask yourself whether you like it or not. Is it a pose that's supporting your goal, your intention? And if it is, see if you can just hang in there a little. We've just got one more side to go. And find downward facing dog. And float the left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Take your tiger curl. Warrior one. Bind. Lifting the heart. Bowing humbly. Back through your warrior one. Can you stay in your commitment to your practice here? So let's float the right leg to sky now, three-legged dog. As you exhale, take a tiger curl, step the foot through, and drop the back knee, release the back foot. We're coming into our lizard lunge. So you might like to drop onto the elbows or forearms, or it might serve you better to stay high on your hands. Just take a version of the pose that's going to support you, your intentions, but committing to whichever option you're taking. And coming back onto the hands, we'll float the right arm up to the sky for a twisted low lunge. You can stay here, but just make sure that you are pushing your left hand into the earth so you don't dump into the shoulder. Some of you might like to reach around for that back foot and take a twisted thigh stretch. If you have a strap, you could loop your strap around the foot to make your arms a little longer. Release the foot. And then let's find our way into anjayenasana, finally our peak pose. We're well warmed and prepared to give this our best effort. Here, remembering the qualities of anjayenasana, her commitment, her dedication to her practice. Then take your hands back to the earth, move through a vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Take a wide tiger curl, step the foot to the outside of the left hand, setting yourself up for your version of lizard lunge. Remember, it might not look exactly the same as mine, but it's something that supports your body. Dedication to the pose. No matter where you are in the version of the pose. And then from here, coming back onto the hands, make sure that right shoulder is away from the ears. You're pushing down into the earth with the right hand, left arm to sky. You can stay in your twisted lunge or take your twisted thigh stretch. And then release the foot, coming into the grounded version of anjayenasana, crescent lunge. Working from a strong foundation, so really anchoring that front heel and the top of the back foot into the earth, hugging the inner thighs in energetically for Mula Bandha, pelvic floor to support you. And then from there you can take a back bend from the upper back. Hands float to the earth, move through a vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. From here, come up to all fours. And we'll take our double thigh log pose. So crossing the left foot over the right at the shins, bringing the knees and feet in a line, flexing the feet. If that doesn't serve you, that's okay. Take the left foot in front of the right, or the left shin in front of the right, and take Sukhasana instead. And then from here, we'll just fold over the legs, giving the outer hips, the lower back and the glutes a nice stretch, nice release. And then inhale to rise up. We'll cross that left knee a little tighter now over the right. Bring the feet out as wide as you can for Gomukhasana, cow face pose. We'll bring the left elbow over and the right elbow under, trying to interlace the fingers at the back of your shoulder blades. And then hinging forward from the hips. Rise up on your inhale. Take the right arm up and across your left knee for a little twisted version of Gomukhasana. Inhale to lift and lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, turning over your left shoulder. And then we'll simply take all of that on the other side. So remember, you can take Sukhasana, easy cross leg position, or you could try double thigh log if your hips are open enough. And just bow down over the legs. Seeing if you can maintain that same commitment and dedication to your breath as we did in the very first pose. If you've lost it, that's okay. Just bring it back. The breath will help relax the body, supporting the release of the hips, the lower back and the glutes. As you inhale, rise up. We'll take a Gomukhasana now. So cross that right knee as far over the left knee as you can. And then try to press the feet a little more forward so they're more in line with the top of the mat. Right arm over, left arm under. If the arms or the bind is too much, just take another fold over the legs. As you inhale, rise up, take the left arm up and cross it over the right knee. Breathe in for length to create space, and then as you exhale, move into that space. Twist the body, nourishing the spine. And then from here, let's just roll all the way down onto our backs. Take a little swish of the knees side to side. And then settle into our final pose. Shavasana, pose of surrender. Here, creating some space for our intention to manifest. As we may or may not know, actions towards our intention are necessary, but so is creating the space for it to come into our lives. Finding stillness so we can notice the signs of our intention manifesting. And so here, practice that. Be still. Surrender. Create the space. Start to reinvigorate the body with breath, drawing deep inhales into the body. Enough movement to draw the knees in towards the chest. Give them a little rock side to side. And then eventually making your way up to a comfortable seat. From here, we'll take the hands into Anjali Mudra. There's a little space between the palms. Let's drop our intention into this space. And then take that to the third eye for clarity around our intentions. To the lips to speak only words that support our intention. And to our heart for compassion and courage, to be able to work towards our dedication. Namaste.